Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. This is Jay Larone. If you can, please like, subscribe, and share. And today I'm just going to talk about real quick the video I'm going to be reviewing is Kevin Samuels. And what he's going to be talking about is modern women, feels men that like men need to prove themselves to women. And again, this is just another case of, women being delusional. And this woman, she's clearly delusional as well. And she's talking about how a man has to climb a wall to get to her and that he has to, basically prove himself. So, and that's the thing that I don't understand is why do men have to prove themselves to women? And in her case, she's not in a position to have a man prove himself to her. But just listen to what she has to say anyway. But yeah, just hold tight and we'll get into this video.
I feel like both men and women should prove themselves to each other.
Why?
Because, okay, in relationships, it's a give and take, right? You have to get to that point of getting to marriage. Pitch with you, you're saying, okay, he has worked his way up. A lot of
Okay,
women,
who has to get to that point?
both.
No, that's where you're wrong. No,
Why do you feel that way?
I don't feel that way. I think.
Okay,
See, women control access to sex. We have to work our way up to sex with you. True or false?
true.
Right. You have to work your way up to marriage with us.
Mhm.
Right.
Well, no, it's not right because you just said it's 50. We both have to work. So if that's the case, you in your sex scenario, you'd have.
And that's the thing. Like Kevin said, men control marriage and women control sex. So yeah, um, when it comes to sex, women do control that. So, and that's a good point. And like you said, in with men control marriage. We're the ones who have to propose, and we decide, if we're going to marry you or not.
Have to work yourself up to sex with us, and you're ready to have sex almost immediately.
So do you feel like women
How
don't have to prove
old are you?
I am 33.
I like to talk in terms of think instead of feel.
Okay.
Okay, so your question again is what?
My
And that's another thing. Women are always talking about, they think or they feel. It's always, it's always everything. Pretty much everything women do is going to be emotional driven. They never like just go anything with a logical way of thinking. It's always I feel this, I feel that. And men, yeah, we do think on a logical level. So all our decisions are based on logic and not feelings. And as a man, you can't go off your feeling. You can't let your feelings run your life. You know what I mean? Feelings. You can't let your feelings make all your decisions. You got to have some logic in there. And that's the thing with women. Women will go off their feelings, 95% of the time.
question is, why do you not feel like men, why do you not think that men should prove themselves to women?
Because you don't propose, we do.
Correct. Okay, I can see that.
Okay,
And
let me ask you. Let me ask you. When you go to for a job interview, is it on you to prove yourself worthy for the job, or is it for the company to sell you on the position?
both.
What's paramount though? What's paramount though?
Was paramount.
Yes, let's not play games, 33-year-old woman. Do you think it's more okay? So let me get this right. The way you're talking is what a top candidate would do. I said
Okay.
a job. A job.
So you
So
don't feel like a woman is a top candidate?
again, think. See, this is the problem. You ladies act like you have more leverage than you do.
I'm not saying that. I'm
Yes,
saying,
ma'am, you said a woman's a top candidate. I'm talking about women in general.
I said, do you
How
not think that a woman is a
I,
top candidate?
that by the question you're asking is, do I think all women are top candidates?
Do you not feel
No,
that way? Do you
no.
think that
Are you
way?
serious? Are you all tens?
No, but I'm still okay. You're gonna be a 10 in that guy's eyes. The
No,
man
you're
that you
not. No, you're
marry,
not. No, you're not.
okay.
You said you were married,
Yes, I was married.
and who filed for? And you're divorced now.
I did. We
Who
were
filed
from
for
two
divorce?
different cultures.
Huh?
Yes, I did. I filed for divorce.
Why?
Or it's because we were from two different cultures. He was from Ghana, I was from here. Here,
How long were you married?
for 6 years.
Then two different cultures don't. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Is he started resenting me after I did not want to have children until I was finished with school.
Ah, another one of those women. Another one.
Mm. Hmm. So she wants to wait until she finished school to have kids. And again, waiting too long to have children. You're already married. You with this man and he wants kids, but you want to wait to after school, which means that's going to put you closer to 30 if you weren't already there anyway. So I don't know if she was going for her bachelor. I mean, I don't know if she was going for a PhD or what, but the fact that she wanted to put off having children.
One of these women who want to put their another one of these women who want to put their degree and their job and all this other stuff before life. Okay.
But I did say I do agree. I do agree. I do regret it now, looking back on it, because I didn't have to work through my
So let me
graduate.
ask you, how long you been divorced?
I've been divorced since I was 27.
No, I mean, I don't know, ma'am. How many years? Why do
So
you do that? Huh?
5 years. I'm sorry.
5 years.
Okay.
You're married for 6 years.
Yes.
So that's 11 years. You're 33.
6 years.
So you're married for 6 years.
Yes.
You've been divorced for 5 years.
Uh,
That's 11 years total. So that means you got off the dating scene at around 21 or 22.
yes.
All right. So in the last 5 years, how many proposals have you fielded from valuable men?
None.
Mm.
There you go. Because your value is lower. You had a man, you left him for a ridiculous reason. And are you honestly thinking at 33, a productive, competitive, successful, a man of the caliber who's a marrying man has to come prove something to you at 33?
I feel like I proved.
Wow. So she left her marriage, didn't want to have kids till she finished college. Now she's in her 30s. And you know that the question is, what oh man, that is crazy. You know the question is how he put it, what like when something is being used, I mean, well, I can't even say it right now, but you know what I'm trying to say. Um what gets better, with time and age or whatever, however it goes, whatever the older you get, basically the older you get, the more used up you get, and what you know what I'm saying. But I get it together. I can't say it the way I want to say it right now, but y'all know what I'm talking
I bring something to the table. He brings
Okay.
something to the
No,
table.
no, no. But see,
So
the thing is, ma'am, and what you need to pay real close attention. You're still talking like you have leverage. You bring something to the table, and so do the other 20 women that want that man.
correct.
Women who talk like you die alone. I'm dead serious because you've already proved that you're selfish and will choose a degree over a husband and blame it on cultural reasons. That wasn't culture, that was selfishness. You wanted to go get a career or job, whatever, and a degree over your husband. That's selfish. That's not culture, that's selfish. And any man worth his salt would sit back and ask you about your past. And hearing this, they will put you in the category of, And if you want to come talking about, well, I feel like he brings this and I feel like I bring that, that may be true, man. But you're not competing with this man. You're competing with all the other women who want that man. And are you saying today you can outcompete women for the kind of man you say you want?
I never said that I wanted a 6-figure man.
Nope. She won't be able to outcompete him because she's older. And the man she wants, he's gonna want a younger woman. So no, she ain't gonna be able to outcompete these younger women. And a lot of these women, when they get in their 30s, they don't want to compete for a man anyway. They feel like the man is supposed to come to them and just take them as they are. They're not supposed to do anything to, to try to bring value or to let him see that, hey, I'm working on myself. I'm trying to, be a better version of myself because, I am getting older. So, like I said, women get older and they think men are just supposed to flock to them, but that's not the case. Oh, and this is what I was trying to say. Kevin has said at one time he has what on the market gets better with age and use. So, and she's right there. She's at that point to where she's getting older and she's been used. Of course, she's used good. So, being that she's older and she's been used, she still thinks she has value and she doesn't. And like I said again, what on the market gets better with age and use? Nothing. You basically you depreciate as you get older, and that's what's happening to her.
Never said that. I didn't. Where did I say any of that?
But
I said I was very clear. I said, are you saying that? Are you trying to say that you can outcompete women for the kind of man you want?
I believe so. Like
No.
Okay. So what state are you in?
I'm in Arkansas, so I'm in Arkansas.
Do you want any children?
I do.
How many would you like to have?
At least 2.
3 children. Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant? That's a yes or no.
Yes, I do.
Just gonna say no. You don't want to pay significant bills. And the thing is, in Arkansas, the cost of living is low. Cost of living is real cheap in Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas, so I know. So yeah, if you're making anywhere in the 100,000, you can make 90,000, 70,000 in Arkansas, and you'll still be good. So if you anywhere in the 6 figures and you living in Arkansas, man, yeah, you on the come up. It's like everybody know who you are in any city. You can live in any city in Arkansas and make 6 figures or close to 6 figures, and yeah, everybody know who you are. Everybody know your name. Put it that way. Yeah, because there's not a lot of people in Arkansas that make that kind of money.
You want to have you want to have to work.
I love helping people, so I do want to still be able to.
So let me because I get it. So what percentage of the overall household financial load would you like to have to carry for a lifetime?
Probably like 20 to 30%.
20 to 30%. So listen, pay attention.
Okay.
20 to 30%.
That's not a lot.
All right. How much would you think a man would need to earn in Arkansas to provide for a wife and 2 children?
Probably like 120.
So you just said you didn't need a 6-figure man.
Hey,
That's what you just said. Hold on, no.
But they always contradict themselves. I'm telling you, man, it's always a big contradiction. Oh, I don't need a man that makes 6 figures. Oh, but what type of man that you want? How much is he going to have to make in order to support you and your kids? Oh, 6 figures. Fuck out of here, man. It don't make no sense.
Oh, no. That's what you said. No, ma'am. That's what you said.
That's what you said.
But see, the truth comes out. You only want to carry 20 to 30% of the load. So that means that your man is going to have to pay 80% of the bills. Your income is basically going to be equivalent to a mother flipping tip. A tip is 15%. And you want to put 20 on the family. Cool. No problem with it. So a woman who's 33 years old who wants to basically bring a tip to the table. Tell me what you bringing that's going to outweigh what these women are bringing. You're 33. They're varying ages. This is where it starts to go off the rails. How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Dress size?
Size 14.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
220.
Big Shirley.
See, people think I'm rude when I make my questions, but what I'm saying is, man, your expectations versus what you physically bring to the table versus financially what you want from a man are completely out of whack. And you apparently didn't learn anything from your marriage that you walked away from.
I did. I learned a lot.
But
I was
doesn't sound like it. Because you're still talking as if a man who's making $120,000 in Arkansas has to prove something to you. Let me tell you what he has to prove to you: that he can make $120,000 damn dollars in Arkansas.
But I'm more like this, because that's one reason.
And there are not a lot of men that make 100. There's not a lot that make 120 grand in Arkansas. There's not. Unless he's a politician or he just, an executive at a couple of companies down there. But yeah, just the average Joe working, no, he have to have some type of successful business to make, 6 figures in Arkansas.
Reason why I would like to continue to work, or because
What difference does it make if you continue to work if he's got to pay 80% of the bills, ma'am? You working means nothing if you're paying 20% of the bills. Zero. Because if he stops, the house falls apart. Your 20% is a tip. What is your 20% going to do, man? Tell us. What's it going to pay? What is 20% of a mortgage? 20% of the light bill? 20% of the car note? 20% of the insurance? 20% of retirement? 20% of vacation? What is 20%?
Like 20% is only going towards the bills, but
no, I said no, ma'am. I said of the financial load of the family. I didn't say towards the bill. I said of everything. See, that's what men sign up for. We sign up to have to pay for everything. And you ladies want to put your money in specific things. Nope. Just like you can't spot reduce on the body, you have to reduce totally. You have to provide totally. And your 20%, and even if you can pay 20%, let's just say you can cover the rent. It doesn't matter if you have no utilities and food, man. Meaning you're not going to be making enough to support the family. Your husband would have to carry the lion's share of the load.
okay.
And that kind of man ain't going to have to prove nothing. You got to prove to him that you're worth him carrying the lion's share of the load for.
Okay, I hear you. I see where you're coming from.
Okay. That's all I'm saying is you ladies got to start realizing that, especially when you're at your age, you're not in a power position.
Not at all.
Honestly, you guys, the closer you get to 35.
Not at all. Not at all. Not in no way, no form, in a power position. Like you said, once you get closer to 35, you're in your 30s, you're not in a power position because these men want younger women. But these women that are getting older, they still want a man that makes, on the level of what they make, and women date across and up. They don't date down. They don't date across and down. They date across and up. So yeah, you in your 30s, you might have to date down, but they don't want to do that. They want to date across and up.
And older, you're at the age where you take what you can get.
They don't want to settle, or what they call
I'm not
settlement.
supposed to say that, but that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So would you would you marry a guy who's earning what the average American man earns?
Yes. As
And what is that?
like my
What does the average American man earn?
around about 50.
Average American
He
black man, average American black man earns closer to 40.
okay.
And you marry him at 40, marry at 40. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then together, what would your household income be?
140.
Huh?
140.
140. So 140.
She makes
All right.
100.
So 140. So roughly 2/3 is yours. So every time the mortgage is due, you're writing 2/3 of the mortgage. He's writing a third. Every time the groceries have to be paid, you're paying for 2/3 of the groceries. He's paying for a third. The kids need braces. You're paying for 2/3. He's paying for a third. Every single dime that is spent, you are paying 66 cents, and he's paying 34 cents. And you will be a cooperative, submissive wife to this man.
Nope, she won't. No way in hell. She will not be a submissive wife for that dynamic. For every dollar she's spending more. She's paying 60 something cents and he's paying 30 cents on the bill. No, she's going to get tired of doing that. She's going to start complaining. Even though, for Arkansas, that's still not a lot. You're not paying that much. If you got a house income of 140 grand in Arkansas, you can be in a nice 3,000 square foot home in Arkansas and still pay like $1,200 a month. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, but still, even with that dynamic, they still won't be happy. They'll still be mad that they're paying more.
Yes.
I don't believe that bit
Cap,
more than a
cap.
man in the moon. You didn't even want to quit going to school for a man you was married to. I mean, anybody believe that?
So when you're young, you do young and stupid things.
Okay. Well, okay. Let's just say
Oh yeah, fair use. I forgot to say it. Fair use, fair use.
the case. Then why aren't you? If that's the case, man, Arkansas is littered with men making $40,000 who would love $100,000 wife and love you to pay 2/3 of the bills. You shouldn't have no problem.
Right. But I have to actually get out there and date. And that's something I haven't been doing either.
Why?
So
Overweight.
Why?
well, because I've been more so focused on getting back into doing my therapy and everything else like that.
I
So
already
I
You
said
got
she
divorced
over
5
200
years ago. You were
pounds.
married for 6 years. You don't have a long relationship history, man.
right.
Let's just be honest. You've been focusing on yourself. It hasn't been a priority.
No, I haven't made it a priority.
Okay, well, then you also got to factor something else into it.
At least she was
Your
honest.
relationship skills have atrophied.
Okay.
When I say you ladies are not in a power position, that offends some women. But what I'm showing is you ladies just seem to think that you can just go out and get a man. And it's not. You still got to go out and compete. And I got news for you. This is going to bother a lot of women. Aren't you still going to have to compete for those $40,000 a year guys.
Right.
They don't want to hear that.
So my ultimate point is a man does not have to climb a wall. You have to lower your wall in order to make a connection with somebody. But thank you for being honest. We're going to get on to the next person.
Right.
I would say this. You need to hire a personal trainer.
Yes.
Are you doing that this year?
I am starting back going to the gym and everything.
In other words, no.
I said a personal trainer, not going to the gym. When was the last time you're how tall again?
5'7".
5'7". When was the last time you were dressed size 4 or 6?
I have never been on
Yeah,
dress
you
size.
yeah, you have. You didn't go to sleep as a little girl and wake up as a woman.
No, it was
You
probably when I was very young.
yeah.
The
So
smallest
my
I have
so
been is
my
size
point my point my point is you are not. I'm not saying not capable, but you're not qualified to get you down to the weight you need to. That's why you need a professional.
8. Okay.
You ladies always think you can see what.
And there again points the delusion of modern women, because she thinks she can just start working out on her own and get down to a reasonable weight or a reasonable dress size. And like she said, she hasn't been a dress size 6 or 4 since she was a little girl. She probably can barely remember when she was a 6 or 4. So she's always been heavy set. Even probably by the time she was in the fourth, fifth grade, she was heavy set. She was already overweight, and she's been overweight for so long. So yeah, if you've been overweight that long, that means you haven't had a proper eating diet. You've been you just been eating whatever. You never really eaten anything. You never really had a sustained diet for a long period of time. So yeah, you will need to get a personal trainer and get into the gym and have somebody train you and show you what they do, how to eat, what exercises that'll work for you, and all that. But yeah, she thinks she can just download a few apps, watch some videos, and work out from home, and she's gonna get down to a reasonable size.
I'm talking to a women who think they can do everything. I just said, when you gonna hire a personal, are you gonna hire a personal trainer? You said, no, I'm not going. Yeah, and translation, nope,
Fair
I'm going
use,
to the
fair
gym.
use.
I'm going to look at some videos and I'm gonna try to cobble this together. No, take some of that $100,000 you make and hire a personal trainer and drop down to a dress size and to be in your fighting weight and give yourself a chance to find a man that you would deem as appropriate and he would deem you as appropriate. Because, ma'am, you weigh more than a man at your height. 5'7" men weigh about 150, 155, 160 pounds. You're almost 100 pounds more than a man.
Okay.
And these things are important because I'm talking to you and I'm talking to women in the audience. So you ladies can start understanding that, like it or not, men are very visual. Men want what they want. And it's not just the top earners. Go back in our grandparents' generation and our great grandparents' generation. Women who were domestics, cleaning white folks' floors, was still fit.
Right.
And they were
Oh,
still feminine.
Hmm.
So there's no excuse for modern women not to do at least what women in segregation and pre-seg and post and after slavery did. All right, thanks a lot. Yeah,
Exactly, and he's exactly right. Women back. Let me rewind this back real quick.
okay.
and these things are important because I'm talking to you and I'm talking to women in the audience. So you ladies can start understanding that, like it or not, men are very visual. Men want what they want, and it's not just the top earners. Go back in our grandparents' generation and our great grandparents' generation. Women who were domestics, cleaning white folks' floors.
Hear what he's saying? Even back then, the guys, your grandparents didn't even make a lot of money. Like he said, they did not make a lot of money. The man would go to work, and the woman would go to work too, and she would do domestic work, cleaning the floors and all that. Still came home and was feminine and was nice and was pleasant and still cooked for her husband and for her kids. So why now today, with all the luxuries that these modern women have, and they still don't want to do anything. I mean, they didn't have they didn't have, I don't think they had vacuum cleaners back then. Or if they did, they were they couldn't afford them. A lot of you know what I mean. So it was a lot of manual sweeping, on your hands and knees, scrubbing the ground, to clean, you know what I'm saying, in order to get the floors and stuff really clean. So they really worked hard back then. Nowadays, I mean, you have the Roombas and dishwashers and these washing machines that can pretty much wash themselves. You just throw the clothes in there and you can wash and dry in the same fucking thing. All you need is one appliance for that. You know, a washer and dryer is one thing put all together now. So, but these women still complain. They still don't want to do the work. And the women back then would go to work and come home and, like I said, still be feminine. They could go and work hard, you know what I mean, and do. It's kind of like they would go and do masculine things because, scrubbing the ground and doing the work that they did is, you can say it was kind of masculine because of the type of work that they did, but they can still come home and be feminine. So when these women today say, I'll be feminine when I find a man that can handle me, that's cap. That is straight cap. They lying because they choose to be masculine. You can go and do masculine things and still come home and still be feminine. I mean, you don't stay in there. You don't stay combative. You don't stay, argumentative and all that crap. That's just something that they want to do. They want to be that way. So, but yeah, that's crazy to me, man. How women can sit up here and say that they'll be feminine when they find a man that they'll be feminine for the right man. That's crazy. Cause like I said, your grandparents and great grandparents, they could do. You can do as a woman. You can do masculine things. Taking the trash out, changing a tire. That's a masculine thing to do, but that doesn't make you masculine. You can still do that and still come back and be feminine. It's like I said before, a woman's femininity is a default. She could do one or two things masculine, go to work and do all this, and still be feminine, come back and be feminine. You know what I mean? It's not, I'm going to stay in my masculinity 24/7. I mean, when women do that, they like I said, they want to do it. It ain't because they ain't found the right person. It's because they choose to be masculine. They choose it. And that's all it is. They want to do that. They want to be hard headed. They want to be combative. But, I don't want to rant on about that. But yeah, let's get back to this.
Was still fit.
Right.
And they were still feminine. So there's no excuse for modern women not to do at least what women in segregation and pre-seg and post and after slavery did. All right. Thanks a lot. Yeah. That was a lot in that call, but
1,000 views. So the first thing we need to do is we need to find a software that
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it off right there. But yeah, I mean, guys, I don't know what else to say, but you heard it. Yeah. I mean, that's all I gotta say is yeah. Women, I don't understand it, man. They get to a certain point to where they think that we gotta jump through hoops just to get with them. And that's not the case. You wasted too much of your time, too much of your prime years, in school, doing whatever. You was married, didn't want to have kids, got a divorce, and now you in your 30s and you thinking men should jump through hoops just to be with you. And that's not the case. Y'all women got to learn to, you're going to have to lower your standards. It don't, I mean, you know what I mean? You're going to have to lower your standards. You're not going to be able to find a man, that's on your level, especially if you already making so much money. If you're already making 100,000 or whatever, and you're looking for a man that's going to match that, you might find him, but 9 times out of 10, he's not going to want you. He's going to want that younger version, especially in Arkansas. I mean, this woman lives in Arkansas. If she finds another man that can make that matches what she matches, he's going to want something younger. And they're going to be running after him because there's not a lot of men in Arkansas that make 6 figures. So if she runs into a guy that makes 6 figures, He's got the pick of the litter. He can pick anybody he wants. And being that they're in Arkansas, a small state like that, every available younger woman, even older, are going to be running after him. So he's going to be able to just sit back and pick which one he wants. And if you come in with that type of attitude, you're 5'7", 200 pounds. No. Guarantee you, he's not gonna be looking at you. You're the last thing he's gonna be looking at. So yeah, you're gonna have to get yourself into the gym. You're gonna have to start working out. You're gonna have to get a nutritionist, a personal trainer, So I mean, like I said, it's today's women, man. They are delusional. That's the delusion right there. That right there points out the delusion. But all right, I'm out. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be good to yourself. By all means, be good to one another. And remember, the delusion is real.